The Isupk presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
All you care about is the brothers. I mean, you don't even have any time for me anymore. Like, you always hanging out with them. You're always loyal to them. Well, what about me? Like, do you want to spend time with me? Do you even want to be with me? Like, I really can't do this anymore. This is too much. Like, all you ever do is be around them. Like, you care more about them than you care about me. I don't appreciate that. I'm sorry, Justin. It's over.
Hey, come on, bro. You got the chips on the table right now. Come on, bro. It's your turn. Come on, bro. Let's go, bro. Hold on. What the fuck are you driving? We all back it up with. Hold on. See, this shit nigga be playing in the air, man. Y'all niggas should be playing fucking solitary.
No, bro. You're not gonna shoot this head, bro.
I got the winning hand right here, bro.
Man,
nigga, cut him in. Hell, bro. That nigga like already fucking dropped. Okay.
Y'all want to open the station and play poker?
Oh, no. Y'all let this nigga win?
Hell no.
Hey,
he said, man, where the money at? That nigga, shit, somebody cheating. All the balls. I got all the balls. This nigga plays fan. Hey, get me up in this. Pull up the chair. Pull up your chest. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, you niggas be playing in the air, man. Y'all niggas should be playing fucking solitary.
No, bro. You're not gonna shoot this head, bro.
I'm winning, man.
I got the winning hand right here, bro.
That's me.
The Isupk presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
Yeah. Yeah. Cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wok, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Kick the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with me. We at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snakes, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, tryna curse the imposter. She get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate, make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a debit case. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a step and a rope. Hold on, and a G Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. Niggas in they feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like I'm born with them. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, you get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas in they feelings, I don't feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
Yeah. UBK shit, man, One West. Hey. I'm a UBK nigga, I'm stuck in my ways. That's on them, letting cowards fill up they ranks. Goddamn, lost tribes got them following waves. Loyalty a lifestyle, nigga, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm a saint, no New Orleans, it's going up. Next spot, we at the B&B. I'm turned up, I'll pull up in the SRT. Burning rubber, hey, UBK shit. Look, met her at the club, told her pull up to the lobby. She know I'm in the coat, we're all black, no Illuminati. This my other half shit, I can't move without it. These my motherfucking brothers, yeah, what I'm gonna do without them, yeah. If it's beef, I can't wait to sink my teeth in. Niggas going overboard, they off the deep end. Why you tripping off that hoe? That's some weak shit. Told him put me in the game cause I love defense. Yeah, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Yeah, bounce on, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce on, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, I ain't gotta settle, I got options, ma. No, I stand on business, my name not Jazar. I'll pop you with this pocket rock. Feed a nigga shells like a taco truck. Hey, this bitch got sound effects, it go pew pew pew. I ain't tripping on no drink, got bottles in a room. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, bitch, it's 12 a.m. Look at them, they ain't none of us, and we ain't them. I told him, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce on, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce on, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Want me to call, yeah. UBK shit, man, you already know what it is. It's the 55th annual Passover, man, turn up. We gon' do this shit the UBK way, not the other way. You hear me? Yeah.
Testing. That look a little better.
We good. Let's see. All right, well, Shalom, Lord Christ. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakathum to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar, Lathum, Bashem Yahshua to the sisters. Water for y'all tuning in. We back Tuesday night brotherhood class. Let me change that real quick. We got on here. Let's put that brotherhood up there. You know what I'm saying? We back, y'all. Tuesday night brotherhood class. The water for y'all tuning in. The water for y'all in the chat. Keep them comments coming. Keep them likes coming. Get the algorithm up, especially in these times. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is St. Patrick's Day. No, I'm just playing. We ain't talking about St. Patrick's Day today, y'all. Let them people have a heathen holiday. You know, man. Let's see. I don't know how to take that off, so we're just gonna keep it there. Screw it. Hey, Shalom of Christ, what's going on, my brethren? My Guathim. Yeah, we can get it going now. All right, so the water for y'all tuning in. We back, brother. Tuesday night brotherhood class, man. It's good to be back. Salakia for the last few weeks. Your brother had to accomplish and finish something real quick, man. But we back on regular schedule. We back on regular timing. You know what I mean? Oh shit. So I'm gonna do my best to make sure that we get these classes as entertaining as possible. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on in the world today. It's a lot of things happening. We want to make sure that we guiding our people in the right position, keeping their spirits up. You know what I mean? It's a lot of battles to be taken on right now, but we want our people to stay solid out there. Shoot. I'm over here trying to. Is it this one? Okay, that's better. All right, that's a little bit better, Salakia. All right, so what we got? So today's topic, the question is, are you failing? So with everything going down, we obviously see that this is the beginning of the end of a reckless and a unrighteous empire, an empire ran by people who the Lord not only did not choose, but the Lord despises. You know what I mean? So we see that this is the end of that. You know what I mean? And we see in the beginning of the end of all this detriment that's been happening to blacks and Hispanics. So the question is, in this time period, when judgment is so close, when judgment is technically right at the front door, are you still failing? Are you still falling short? Are you still feeling weak? Are you still feeling tempted? You know what I mean? It's time to get our spirits up when it comes to that type of situation, man. It's about time we kick that bucket and do away with this this feeling of failure and this feeling of not being able to accomplish what the true goal is. Okay. First of all, our spirit should be at an all-time high at this moment. So I'm gonna give you the breakdown of how it really works out. If our enemy can go out, right, and be able to thrive and be able to become the greatest nation that ever existed because of our detriment, because of our hurt, because of our pain, because of our suffering.
if he can go out and become the greatest nation that this world has ever seen, when he's weakening, when he's faltering, we should be rising up and getting stronger. You should not be failing, or you should not be getting more tempted and less secure of yourself when it comes to a time period where your enemy is falling. Your spirit should be at an all-time high. Your spirit should be at a place where you are prepared to conquer, where you're prepared to rule. That's where your spirit should be heading towards. As you start to see your oppressor fall, you should be lifting up, because it's always been the opposite for them. As they seen us fall, and as they seen us or forced us into a position of submission, they've risen up. They've been put into a high seat. Their mentality went above the roof. Remember, this type of people was in caves and didn't shower and were such at a disgusting state that they were not civilized. So now, out of all of that smoke and mirrors, now their nation is starting to fall. Their nation is starting to weaken. The Lord is showing you bit by bit, piece by piece, the playbook of everything that's going down. And as you see it's happening, you see that the man of perdition is being revealed. And also you see that this country isn't as secure as we thought they were. Okay. They're not as that pompous smug demeanor is not as secure as it used to be. It's a nation that is starting to panic because of all of the things that the Lord is allowing to happen to this nation. So in that time period, you have to uprise yourself. You can't be sitting over here failing, and you can't be sitting over here feeling like you might lose a battle only because it's getting closer to that time period. You should be winning quicker than ever. You should be as less tempted as you've ever been, because now you can actually see. Now you have the evidence that the Lord prophesied within these scriptures that this time period is going to come. Now that you see that it is here right in our faces, and now that you see that prophecies in the Bible are unfolding in front of your face, you should be at your peak of security when it comes to being in this truth. Okay. You didn't end up, if you're in class right now, you either two things. You know what I'm saying? You in a seat where the Most High has chosen you, or you're in class simply just to have judgment and have some type of that's what they're saying is wrong. That's what they're saying is wrong. Like it's the either or. But there is a community of people who watch these classes that just watch it just to dictate something that we probably might be saying that they think is wrong. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord gonna deal with them too. The Lord's gonna deal with them, because you are worse than someone who is in the world and just stayed in the world and didn't get a chance to be able to see the truth. You actually got a chance to witness the truth, and yet because of your pride, you chose not to believe. You chose to try to find anything you could to try to find some type of fault within the Lord's true army, some type of weakness, some type of breach. You tried to find that when really you could have been spending that time period getting yourself together, getting yourself right. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of pride going on out there. A lot of people want to be the chosen one. A lot of people want to be the one who oh, God chose me to do this. God chose me to do this. Like, a lot of people don't understand that without the Most High, you ain't shit. Point blank, period. You know what I mean? Who cares what you think about being chosen? It's not about being chosen. It's about enduring to the end. You know what I'm saying? How are you enduring to the end when you're not enduring anything but hatred, pride? You get what I'm saying? But back to what we were saying, kind of, sir, they watch us just to find something to slander us about. Con, it's spies out there in different camps. It's people who try to find out our demeanor, what we're teaching, just so they can try to take what we teach and then reverse it into their own type of way of teaching. I just sent the brothers this clip of brothers that trying to do a camp, and then they're trying to like talk like us. And the brother that was talking, he was hella sassy. It was hilarious. But yeah, like they'll watch you and they'll try to find some did I say something? Yeah, that's he was hella effeminate, like it. Brother being online too much, you know what I'm saying? I hate that word. I don't like that word, saying sassy. That's it's a female word. But yeah, so yeah, it's brothers that will sit over here and they'll watch class. They'll stay silent in the chat. They'll not like, comment, nothing, but they'll just sit back and watch just to find some type of fault, and then they'll try to find some type of way to have some type of judgmental aspect on what they're watching. When really you could just be getting all the good stuff that comes out of these classes, which they are. They're trying to take the mannerism of brothers and try to take the precepts of brothers and concepts of classes so they can be able to flip it around and do their own thing. But other than that, you could be building a brick within this truth instead of trying to find a way to take a brick and go build your funky little shack that you got on this side that nobody's ever visited. You get what I'm saying? You could be building a brick within this kingdom and putting a brick within a whole kingdom. Instead of trying to take bricks from this side of the wall and putting it on your side of the wall that nobody's at. Nobody's over there. Nobody cares to be over there. But you're trying to find a way to be the chosen. And I don't want to make this class all about that, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, this is a true situation. And this is something that people are doing because they are, what the topic of the class, they're failing. They failed themselves. They failed their brothers. Brothers will come in here and leave and then try to do their own thing, and you failed your brothers. And then not just that, you led other brothers astray who had a chance to be able to do what you weren't able to do. Now you're trying to form something and trying to make it seem as if brothers right here ain't got the truth. Go post something online if you in the ISUPK. Post one thing online. I guarantee you're going to have at least one person coming to your post, whether it be from a different nation or be from a different camp. They're going to come in and they're going to say something. Those people are watching watching classes for sure. But like I said, in a time period where your oppressor is failing, he's starting to weaken, you should be coming strong. You should not be failing. You should not be in a position where you are feeling a sense of weakness. I'm going to continue to keep saying this because it's important to know when it comes to these times, because a lot of brothers are falling short in a sense of the being overzealous. You know what I mean? Try to find your zeal. Find the zeal that you came into the truth with. And if you're not in the truth, find a zeal. If you're just watching classes just to watch them and you're not in the truth, find a zeal. Like everybody ain't got to be a priest. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't called to be a priest, but at least be a source within the truth that builds this truth up. You get what I'm saying? Find something that you're good at. Find something that you've always wanted to do and include that within this truth. You know what I'm saying? Everything is much needed. You got to understand, we're going to build a kingdom. And we're already building this kingdom up. So when our king returns, he can have a throne to sit on. We're not waiting for Christ to come back to be able to establish a kingdom. We're already establishing it as it is. You get what I'm saying? So it's important for our people to get their minds right and stop falling short when it comes to your zeal. Why is it kind of blurry? Is that just me? Okay, it's blurry on this side and it's clear on this side. That just might be the camera, y'all. Salakia. I ain't gonna fix it either, so Salakia. But anywho, yeah. Your zeal should be rising as this nation gets weaker, as those bombs can start to become more rapid, as your leaders in these nations begin to get more exposed. You should be your zeal should be on fire, because you are witnessing the beginning of something that is going to be great. You get what I'm saying? And to be able to leave this earth with your name in the book of life, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's to be able to live on because of the actions that you chose to do now, in this moment, and every day that you wake up, the actions that you choose to do, that affects something that is going to be an eternal thing, that's something that is going to last forever in the book of life. You get what I'm saying? That is something that you should be, your zeal should be on fire right now. It shouldn't be, oh yeah, well, I'm just going to stay in my own little zone and be in my own little bubble. Like, nah, you should be doing what you do best when it comes to what you include into this truth. And if you, like I said before, if you're not in this truth, then you should be finding your seat and knowing what brick that you should be bringing to build up this kingdom. And that's truly, truly important. Let me see. But yeah, failing, if you're failing right now, it's something, and it's something mentally dysfunctional about you. Because why fail now? Why come this far if you only came this far just to lose? Why are you submitting to your fleshly urges only because at a time period where, you know what I mean, you know, a lot of flesh is going to get destroyed? Why is it that your mental is so damaging and so self-destructive that you know that this is the beginning of the end? Now, we know that, you know what I mean, we don't know what time that may be when Christ decides to crack that sky, but at the end of the day, we know that it's now, that it can happen at any moment. So because we know that, why would we put ourselves in jeopardy by falling short of things that we probably already accomplished already? Falling short of desires that we flushed out of our spirit probably days, weeks, years, months ago. You know what I'm saying? Decades ago. Depending on, you know what I mean, your status in this truth. But why fall short of those things now? That's a self-destructive mind. That's a self-destructive spirit. You came this far just to lose. You got to think about that. You know what I mean? Winning was easy when it was like, okay, it's not so hard. It's not, you know what I mean? Things is not really happening so rapidly. Now things are happening rapidly. Now things are coming at you that you didn't understand was supposed to be coming at you. Now battles are coming to you where you just may feel like you aren't going to make it through it, where you feel like you might not survive it. Why come this far just to feel some type of fear or feel some type of a sense of doubt, feel some type of weakness? No, you endure unto the end. And if it does come to a point where we've done all that we could and it's time for us to give up the ghost, at least you know your zeal did not falter in that time period. You know what I'm saying? So it's highly important that we consistently keep our zeal at an all-time high every day. Give a chapter in the book. You know what I'm saying? Give a chapter in the book of life. That's all I'm gonna say. When you see King David and you see his story, when you see Samuel, when you see these pioneers in these scriptures, look at the way that they left. You know what I'm saying? Look at the way that they end their work. Was everybody able to end their work on a perfect status? No. But when they left, everything was right. You didn't see when the ones who did leave and fall short, you could say people like Saul. Saul was chosen by the Lord. Saul was chosen to be king. Saul was ruling. He was ruling, and he ruled for a while. But how did the story end? Now Saul's name was written in the book of life. It could have just been, you know what I'm saying? All right, Saul was a great king. Saul did everything that he was supposed to be doing. Saul didn't fall short of his jealousy, of his pride. He chose that he was going to be brotherly and love his brothers regardless of whatever the simple fact is. And Saul grew old and Saul left. But it didn't happen like that. Saul fell short. King Saul, he allowed himself to be weak. And he allowed himself to falter at the end of his whole situation. So all these great things that you're reading about Saul and him becoming king and how great his story is, now it's just the whole story takes a turn because he decided to fall short. Is Saul the only one? No. We got King Solomon. King Solomon did wonderful things. King Solomon built up one of the greatest empires that we were able to be a part of in our rulership. You know what I'm saying? When we had a kingdom, he built up something great, and you hear all these great things about King Solomon. He was wise, that he was he was so sharp on his thinking when it came to making judgments and all these good things. He was a player. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm just like, that's a joke, but you know what I mean? I'm not Saul, but King Solomon, you know what I mean? He was out there. But the thing about it is he fell short because of his desires for, you know what I mean? Do you want your story to end like that? Do you want so many good things to be told about you? Oh, whoop-de-whoop, this did this, and they were great, and they beat this battle, and they went through this battle and beat this battle, and all these great things, and yet they got weak and they faltered and they eventually, you know what I mean, failed. I personally don't want my story like that, and I'm gonna do whatever I can, and Lord willing, I can be able to be put in position where I don't have to have that type of ending. You get what I'm saying? I want my ending to be great the same way that I feel like the things that I've accomplished so far have been great. I want the ending to be the same way. I want to go out in a manner where I was loved and I was cherished and I went out the right way. The same way you see with certain brothers in the Bible. Hey, Shalom Christ, this is what's going on. But yeah, that's how I want my story to go. So why would I sit over here and put myself in a position, especially with the things that are out here? One bad decision could ruin a lifetime of good righteousness. That's a fact. Because a lot of these consequences of things that we do out here are becoming fatal. I mean, you're not just doing drugs these days. You're having a chance that you might run into fentanyl, and that might be your last drug you take. You're not just sleeping with women these days. You're running into women who may have some type of disease that you can't get rid of, or put you in a position where you on that bed on that and getting ready to give up ghosts. So you're not just sleeping with women no more. You ain't just going out hanging out with your friends in the world, and you know what I mean, y'all doing the same little unrighteous stuff that you used to do back in high school, and you just doing it just for a night. No, all of these things are they can lead up to a fatal moment. The consequences are becoming great at this time period. It's not just people doing things and expecting to live anymore. Everybody has accepted the fact that they are willing to die. If they are in the world and they are sinning, they've accepted the fact that they are willing to die. Whatever they do, whether if it's gang banging, if it's being an alcoholic, being a drug addict, being a slut, being a prostitute. You know what I mean? That's a famous thing now these days too. You know what I mean? Going out, and it's like I keep saying, you know what I mean? I'm gonna stop there. But going out and having sex for money. That's like a ritual thing right now. That's one of the most popular things that is being pushed on television shows and music videos and everything. Like, get you a man with money, regardless of the fact of however you need to live, whether you need to be a hoe, whether you need to just show it all off, whether you need to sleep with somebody for it. Go get you somebody with money. That's prostitution. And guess what the consequences of that situation is? A lot of women are being unalived. A lot of women are getting a taste for disease. It's a lot of things that are going on where their consequences have become great. And making one wrong decision could equal a lifetime of hell. So why is it that people are still falling short? When you know now that sin leads to death, there is no more, oh yeah, well, you can just do a bump and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna do a bump and now I'm just gonna try to fix it tomorrow or next week. I'm gonna try to go past it. No, that one bump might be your last bump. That one blunt might be your last blunt. That cigarette might be your last cigarette. All these things are leading to death. Everything that the ISUPK have been trying to warn Blacks, Hispanics about since 1969, all of these consequences are leading to their demise. Even when it comes to the things that you eat, you can't even eat a piece of bacon no more without getting some type of worm in your brain and eventually losing your life. One decision you make, and the things that brothers have been trying to warn our people about. So this is why failing should not be an option, because we know that failing is death. And we know that if I choose to fail, then I just pretty much chose to die. That's why I'm saying in the beginning that being weak and faltering and being doubtful is a self-destructive mindset, because all it's going to lead to is failure and to losing your life. Point blank, period. There is no ifs, ands, buts about it. You can't name one thing that the Lord has sat there and told you not to do, that if you do it in this time period, there's a chance that you don't lose your life. There is nothing in there. Everything that the Lord warned us about, everything that the Lord put the laws in and what not to do, all those things are a direct consequence of death now. Everything. There is no more prolonging. There is no more, oh, I can probably stop next week, or I could probably stop tomorrow. everything that you do that the Lord said not to do could lead you into death. So why not do what the Lord told you to do? And greater than that, why not start setting your stable on who you're going to be in the kingdom? That's what you need to be more focused on. Don't focus on your bills. Don't focus on your slavery. Don't focus on the he say, she say. Don't focus on the gossip. Don't focus on the, oh, we don't like this person, or we don't want to hang out with this person. Don't focus on none of those things. Why don't you start focusing on who am I going to be in the kingdom? Because obviously this kingdom has no seat for anyone. A dying nation has no seat for no one. You could try to, what's the point of trying to build yourself up in a dying vessel? You get what I'm saying? What's the point of that? Why not just start setting yourself up for the new? Because it's obviously there's no coming back from this point. The president's not going to change. The destruction's not going to change. The war is not going to change. It's only just going to continue to keep getting worse. That's the only way it changes, by getting worse and worse and worse and worse. That's the only way that this place changes, by getting worse. Worse into the point where there is no more. So why is it that our people are feeling some type of self-doubt right now? You're feeling doubt in a land that is on its way out. Focus on who you're going to be in the new world. Focus on who you're going to be in the new kingdom, in new rulership. And if you're in position where you could be one of those ones who get crowned and get rulership, your mentality should be starting to set up on how you're going to be able to raise up 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 1 million, and how you're going to have those same that amount of followers following you and taking you serious and being able to go after your ways of rulership. You get what I'm saying? Said it again. It's like it. But that's where your mindset should be at. Why are we focusing on the things that are going on in a dying kingdom? Why are we focusing on the bills or the credit? All those things are it's vain. It's something that is so temporary to the point where it's like it doesn't even matter anymore. Now, I'm not saying to go out there and just mess up your credit, you know what I mean? I'm not telling you to go out there and just do something foolish like go get a loan and then screw your credit, go get a loan and just spend your money on what you want to. Nah, I'm not telling you to do that. But what I am telling you to do is to take care of your adult business, but also take care of your spirit and your mind as well. Because you don't want to go into the next stages knowing that you were just a little bit more weak than you thought you were. That's not what is a good idea to do, because like I said, the enemy can spot a weakness, and that weakness, that little dash of insecurity, that little dash of a little small drop of self-doubt could be used into a formation of, I got this person. I know exactly how I'm gonna get them up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And then once you start to get got and start formulating yourself into doing the wrong things, now you playing with death. Like we were saying, you playing with death so much into a way where it's going to be a chance where you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. So prepare yourself for the end times. All right. Prepare yourself to make righteous decisions in an unrighteous land. in an unrighteous rulership. Prepare yourself to make righteous decisions. We're finding out that grown men and grown women are being cannibals, and they're at rule. They're cannibals. They're molesters. They're doing all of these wicked things to serve their God, Baal. And in order to be able to serve an unrighteous God, you must do unrighteous things. So now we're building up a nation, because that nation is that rulership is falling. Now we're building up a nation of righteousness. How are you going to be able to rule as a righteous ruler if you have a sense of doubt within yourself? Stop telling yourself what you can't do or what you're incapable of doing. Stop telling yourself of what could be and what could happen if you did this, or if you're living the way that the Lord wants you to live. There's nothing that you're doing wrong right now. There's nothing. Okay. So take that to the bank. We're gonna get some scriptures real quick. I gotta roll out in like 13 minutes, lucky. I started a little early today because I wanted to be able to see you on the chat. I mean, I could have just pre-recorded, but I'm pretty sure y'all got enough of those old rerun videos. That stuff is hilarious. Okay. So, where's the topic of the class? Man, I had like 7 precepts I wanted to read, and I've lost all of them. And it's hard trying to remember as you're in the moment. We're gonna read the most famous one so far. It's like it. Nope, I cannot find them. Jeez. All right, well, screw it. We'll just start off with Matthew's 10, and then if I remember which ones I had. It's only like 2 or 3, so you know what I mean. I wasn't planning on being here for long. I gotta go slave in a minute, so I wasn't planning on being here long with y'all. Let's see, Matthew's. What is it? 10. Matthew's 10. Where are we at? 10:22. Okay, so in Matthew's 10 and 22, I could go through this whole chapter on because it's going through everything that we're talking about, but we'll just start right here. Yeah, we'll just start right here. Matthew's 10 and verse 22, it says, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for this disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household?" So, as we're speaking about being righteous in a righteous kingdom, obviously, when they're talking about a master and a servant, they're not speaking about a slave. And you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to say that because some people you see a lot of people who try to kind of disrespect the Bible by putting Christianity into it, saying that, oh yeah, well, the slave masters own the book and they gave us these precepts and everything like that. They gave you precepts that we were too ignorant to understand because we disobeyed the Lord so much that we forgot the spirit of this book. So when you see master and when you see servant, it's not talking about a slave and a slave master. Now it's easy to think that now because we see so much hell and we see so much slave and slave master type of situations going on with police and higher ups and everything like that. But that's not what it's talking about. If you call somebody your master, or if you're calling somebody your Lord, they should be just as righteous as you are. You shouldn't be in a situation where you're serving the Lord and you're serving the Lord right, and someone is over you that is not in a righteous righteous seat with the Lord also, just as well as the servant. You know what I mean? The one who is there to serve the one that is above them. You get what I'm saying? Your mindset as a servant should be just as righteous as the ones who are above you. You get what I'm saying? It goes tit for tat. This is what this precept was speaking about. It's a tit for tat. Nobody should be less than. Nobody should be weaker than. We should all be in one accord when it comes to having strength and having the right mindset and having a righteous spirit. Everybody should be on one accord. Now, when it comes to men that are greater than you in certain things, yeah, that's true. But you should be at 100% of what you are and what you can bring. Everybody has their special gifts that they can bring to this truth. You should be at 100 with what you should bring. And if you're not spending your time period developing your craft and mastering your craft, then you're not focused on the kingdom. You're not focused on what's to come. Your focus is on the things that are in front of you. This is why it's important to be able to master the things that the Lord put you at seat on, to be able to handle those things that the bricks that you bring in for the kingdom. Because now we're sharpening our swords, we're mastering our crafts, and we're bringing something that is a nation, a kingdom that is to come. You know what I'm saying? So though you may have men over you, you should be just as wise as the man over you. You should be just as righteous as the man over you, and that man that's over you should be just as righteous. You shouldn't be serving a unrighteous brother. But because of deceitfulness, because of taking something that is so beautiful and so righteous, like this ark that we've built here in the ISUPK, taking bits and pieces of that truth and blending it in a box full of lies and deceit, you do have people serving a unrighteous master. You have people that are serving someone who's willing to take, who has the mentality to take their own kind and set them up for their own demise, just to find some type of gain within their slavery. You get what I'm saying? Hence, you know what I mean, having some type of authority and using that authority against your own people. You get what I'm saying? Some people serve people who think it's a can I say, it's a righteous thing to look down at those who don't understand and don't know the truth, who are stuck in a position of trauma, who are stuck in a position of ignorance. They think it's right to condemn them to hell and not try to build those brothers up or build those sisters up. They think condemning, but you know why? It's because of the leader that they follow is a condemner. If you're not doing what he wants you to do, or his master wants you to do, which is the white man, then he condemns you to hell for just being black, for just being Hispanic. He condemns you just as well as his whole organization. I'm pretty sure if anybody has any knowledge of who I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, but it's no point of having to get into details about that. We can see it out in the streets today. A lot of unrighteous leaders are being exposed these days, being exposed for being sexual deviants, being exposed for being sellouts to their own people, being exposed to being abusers and molesters. You get what I'm saying? So you have people who are out here serving those unrighteous people because they're unrighteous as well. There's something about them that either they have done or they're doing in the current moment that leads their spirit to the unrighteous. This is why it's important for you to not have any doubt within yourself, not having any doubt within what's going on in your life these days, because that doubt is just making it seem as if the person who's above you doesn't have it all together. The person who's responsible for your life, that you don't have any trust within. You don't trust the person who's responsible for your life and your seat. You know what I'm saying? You don't trust them. And that's not what we're trying to build, because this kingdom has to be built on trust. We have to be in so much trust to the point that we are like, you know what? I didn't even notice. I don't lock my doors no more. You know what I'm saying? That's what type of kingdom we want to be in. I don't even lock my doors no more. I just go in the house and I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I go in my place of peace and I'm at peace. Like, that's just what it is. I'm not starving for drama anymore. Now my spirit dwells within the production of my people. Oh, when somebody's doing things right, not when people are sitting over here fighting and pulling each other's wigs off and getting drunk and tussling all over the place. That's not where my desire of entertainment is. My entertainment comes within the building up of my people. My entertainment comes within the righteousness of how good it is to be able to live in an atmosphere like this. How good it feels that the white man is no longer at rule. You know what I'm saying? All these things, the Lord said that it's going to be things that is going to happen in the kingdom that we can't even wrap our minds around. You know what I'm saying? Things given to us for being righteous that we can't even wrap our minds around. So now that we see that the end is so close, why would we put any of that at risk? Why would we put any of that at stake? Why wouldn't we be the ones to sit there and reassure that as this kingdom falls, I didn't fall with it. As this place becomes a death tool, I'm not a part of the statistic. Struggle with that one, buddy. Struggled with that one. You know what I mean? I'm not going to just be another number of a casualty that is out here on these streets. I'm going to be in this safe haven, in this ark. I'm about to live righteously. I'm about to raise my children up righteously. They're not going to be able to see the new generation of destruction. They're going to see a new generation of wise righteousness and obedience. And that's the kingdom that we want to build up. So within a failing mindset, within a failing way of life, you're setting yourself up in a seat of destruction and in a seat of death. Okay. And that's all I got for y'all today. I got to get to the slave. Next week, I'm going to be here. We're going to try to thug it out a little bit longer. The water for y'all tuning in. The water for y'all in the chat. If y'all haven't liked the class so far, please like it. That way everybody else get a chance to be able to watch it. You know what I'm saying? As you watch and just don't like it, it just kind of just dwindles away and just falls right into the other videos. You know what I'm saying? So please like the videos so we can keep this algorithm going, and you give a person a chance to be able to see these classes, man, because we need them. We need these classes. We need to learn. We need to uplift our spirits. I try to hang on more to uplifting the spirits more so than being in a answering questions and being in the scriptural part of the matter. This is brotherhood class. We want to make it so that we are able to get together and enjoy brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? But we can also go into the scriptures and do that too. You know what I mean? But any topics y'all got, y'all can put it in the chat. Anything y'all want to hear about next week, any questions y'all got, put that in the chat. Keep that algorithm up. You know what I mean? Like and share. Passover coming up. Get you, if you haven't paid your tickets, Passover tickets, pay your Passover tickets. Get yourself seated and ready for an amazing time. You know what I mean? We looking at the way it's looking right now. Let's party like it's the last one. You know what I'm saying? Let's enjoy it like it's the last one, because you never know. But definitely get yourself prepared for Passover, which will be happening in just a few days. We are at that point now, or you can already smell the plane seats and the plane tickets and the luggage and all that stuff like that. So get prepared. We're going to see y'all out there. But before that, I will see y'all next week. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barak thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shamar the thumb by Shem Yahushua to the sisters. Appreciate y'all coming in. Tuesday night brotherhood class. More Christ.
The ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.